Captain's log, stop.
This how you do it.
I'm from.
I hit him with a dough. Walk into my Escalade. Tell them boys I'm not afraid. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. I'm thugging in the club until I see the sun. until mine escalates. Tell them boys I'm not afraid. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. I'm thugging in the club until I see the sun. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. Escalade on green Cadillac lean. Fame in the West.
Where I'm from.
I'm thugging in the club until I see the sun.
Mics are live. Turn this shit down. Welcome everybody back to Watch With Us with, we're doing Star Trek today, and I am with, this is Harry, and I am with
Dave,
T. Scott,
Ben, and Sean.
and yeah, me too. I just want to say thanks again for Tyler and Dave for last week for handling the show. I listened from work and it was very excellent. I actually made a call-in, and I thought that was hilarious because I was a minute behind, so I got to hear the call-in after I hung up. And I was like, that's fucking cool. We should like give people the number so they can call in. Call in live for the show. Yeah, have a hotline for the show.
Yeah, I heard that. Start putting the phone numbers in random bathrooms all over town.
Yeah. If you call at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
For a good time call.
Yeah, for a good time call, yeah.
8 on Sunday.
I just thought it was neat because I got to do like a takeover podcast. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a podcast.
In
a
podcast
pirate,
invasion.
like a
That's what it
podcast
should have
pirate.
been. That's what you guys should have called it, the podcast invasion. Okay, yeah, we're going back to the Next Generation this week. We're going for the Stargazer episode. I think it's called The Battle. Is that what it is? The Battle?
Yeah.
And
You'll see why.
It should be called the Stargazer episode because it is the Stargazer episode. It's the War Games episode, right?
No, they have Constellation class in 2 different episodes.
Oh, this is when they go find the Stargazer. Okay, this isn't the War Games one. I was thinking it was the War Games one. But
And also, fucking spoiler alert, asshole.
no, fucking again. If you haven't seen this, what are you doing listening to us?
Syndication your whole life.
Yeah, syndicated your whole life. Spoilers have a best before date, and we're well beyond that. So yeah, this is like the third attempt to try to make the Ferengi bad and like a good villain. We've already had the original Laser
Talk
Whip
about
episode.
A character that has been rewritten a few times.
Every single episode they do with them, they rewrite the entire how they act, what their species is like, and it's just
It's
they're
like,
just trying
that
to-
didn't come out right.
Okay, let's try again. And they throw a dart at the board or throw anything up on the wall to see if it sticks. And
Are they American?
What?
who? The Ferengi?
Ferengi.
Yeah, they're capitalists. Eventually, they become essentially the worst kind of capitalists ever. And I think
They've always been that, though. haven't
no, the first episode they don't even talk about money. Or they might talk about
No,
money,
they're just
but
these
it's
crazy
just
space aliens.
yeah, they're just shitty space
they don't
aliens.
have
yeah.
anything to do with money. They don't bring in the
think
profit
so.
thing.
From what I remember, they might like be like we're greedy and gold, but they don't say that they're like capitalists. They're just greedy.
No,
Yeah.
the fucking... Well, the Gene Roddenberry's racist theory thing is like...
They're Jews.
Or bringing it up as a...
Jews.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Jews. Oh,
the
is that right?
sniveling
Yes.
kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so then
yeah.
they're like, no, they're capitalists.
exactly.
Yeah.
The
So
thing
try to-
about
yeah.
money, and you're just like, what the
Exactly.
fuck? Yeah.
Exactly. After they got after
Fuck.
Roddenberry retired or officially went senile and left the show, they were like, yeah, capitalists, yeah. Big noses, nuts, coincidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so let's see. We get this going. And play. Yeah.
But we don't get to hear it?
No, you're going to have to read, unfortunately. I don't have enough headsets or a big enough mic stand or mixer board to get everybody listening to everybody.
This isn't an official studio.
Yeah. I work for a living, so.
We're working on it.
This is a very tiny office compared to what he gets later.
But
Wait,
he has a
he has
fish tank,
he has
hasn't
3 offices now. So he has his
Space.
quarters, he has the ready room, and he has this place.
What is
Well,
this?
this is tied to his place, isn't it?
Oh, so this is technically his quarters.
Yes.
Okay, so his bedroom is off somewhere to the side.
Probably behind the fourth wall.
Because the room he starts eating breakfast with her in later is not this room. He gets a different quarters.
Yeah, he's probably...
He's the fucking captain, though. Maybe he gets as many rooms as he fucking wants.
Dude, we've been watching Horatio Hornblower. It's the same thing. The captain
Yeah.
gets some pretty good digs.
Yeah. That's another show we might do on the podcast is Horatio Hornblower.
Maybe it's her
Hornblower.
quarters.
So
No,
do
it's his quarters.
Do they have any,
Yeah, because it's got his desk with all the pads.
Yeah, and the big thing of the Enterprise behind him, the cutout. What's
Yeah.
that?
have they run into the Ferengi before in the series?
This is the first season. It's the third time they've run into the
Okay.
Ferengi. Because each time they do it, they fuck it up. Or
Oh,
second
okay.
time.
Yeah.
The second time?
Yeah, they keep having to rewrite the characters because there's like...
The first
what
time
fuck
was
are
the
you doing?
space whips. The second time... I can't remember. I think this might be the second time.
And are they important race?
They're TNG's first race.
Okay.
They're the next generation, the first attempt at making a race. They want their own Klingons. They want their own Romulans. And they fail fucking utterly.
Yeah.
They become a
Just
series.
racist.
Yeah, they become the franchise joke and like comedic foible. They're never again taken seriously after the couple episodes they are in this. How could you take that fucking thing seriously? Big-eared bastard.
I hate getting punched in the ear. You get punched in the ear, it hurts.
What's-
So that's probably been
That is
just punch him there. It's probably down.
That is the worst case of cauliflower ear I've ever seen.
Oh.
That's how they greet each other.
Yeah. How's it going? Good. It's the period in the sign language that they speak. Every time they finish the sentence, you get punched in the side of the head.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah. They don't even bother to turn around. They're just like, yeah, fuck you. Yeah. We're in the middle of something here.
Yeah, you have like the race that doesn't give a fuck. It's not even pointing anywhere in the same direction.
That is a weird thing that they never come across. Is like they come into a star system and like there's a ship there that's like oriented vertically. Because that's just the way they came into the system.
Yeah, exactly,
because they were
right?
down there, and they're
They
just like,
came from
"Oh
over
shit!"
there.
So which one of us has to like orient to the other one? It's like this awkward stance. So they're like, "Okay, do I go?" And then, "Oh no, shit!"
Yeah, it's something I never thought about. This makes perfect sense, though.
Everyone's always horizontal when they come into each other. I guess you'd come into a space, a solar system on the orbital plane, right? Because every solar system,
Yeah, I guess so.
The orbits. If there's never a
Yeah, I
star
guess.
system like that, right? Like there's like Mars doesn't.
Maybe eventually, but
Yeah, but I mean
Depends on
Mars.
how whatever started it made it.
Yeah, I know, but I mean eventually all solar systems,
settle.
the settle and all the planetary bodies are on the same orbital plane. You wouldn't. So that's how you would come into the system.
Well, no, not necessarily.
No, but I mean, naturally, it'd be the best way to flow into the ship you want to.
You would, yeah.
If you're coming at the system, you're like, okay, let's come at the direction of the orbital plane. So then, when we want to orbit it at impulse,
You
it's
just gotta go left
easier.
or right,
Yeah,
not up and
exactly.
down.
We don't have to fucking fight the forces of the planet with our ship.
The U.S. Department of Education does the closed captioning for this? So they didn't even pay to get the closed captioning done? Paramount doesn't give a fuck.
The government back then probably that's how they got it started. Like they're like, okay, we'll give you all the people.
It wouldn't have been done originally, right?
That's what I
It's just
mean, yeah.
broadcast.
But I mean, when they made the laws saying, okay, like if you
Yeah,
have to, you have to do this for some of the people, and they were like,
Paramount's like, we're not paying for that.
yeah, they're like, oh well, we have people that can do it.
Fine, we'll pay some nerds.
Oh my God, Will Wheaton's in this? This is a really early one, eh?
Oh yeah. Well, Will Wheaton sticks. He like takes a year break at one point after like the third season, and then comes back for like 5 episodes, I think.
I hope he's changed his fucking sweater.
Oh yeah, the last 2 episodes, he's been wearing the same god awful sweater.
What was that? Chocolate?
Probably was eating a lot of Valentine's Day chocolate. There. Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day, by the way, everybody.
Bunch of dudes.
It is the future. Headaches are done with.
Yeah.
I think they also make a joke at some point about they couldn't even cure the common cold.
Oh yeah.
Such as the common cold. She just said it.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so they haven't cured the common cold?
That's
what
it
she
sound-
said?
That's what it sounded
Oh
like to me.
fuck. Get on that shit, fucking Starfleet Medical. Jesus. You think there'd be like a pill they took every day that just like fought off all
You think,
shitty.
Actually, you know what? You think if there's one thing the Navy would be fucking interested in is getting rid of the cold.
Yeah. Anything that can
Our
spread-
captains are
Oh,
always on.
He's finally got his mom made him a shirt.
Oh.
Like, I want a shirt because, I'm an acting ensign, but I don't have a uniform. They won't let me wear a uniform. Fine, Wesley, I'll make you this.
Well, he doesn't have bed sheets anymore, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. He probably made it himself, yeah. God damn it. Every ensign on the ship has got to hate this motherfucker. I know we talk about this every time Wesley comes on. But Jesus. It's amazing he got off this ship without getting stabbed in the back. Or vaporized and, like, fucking whipped into a freaking dustpan.
You think all the other officers would be taking quips at him too, eh?
You
Like, we all had to
constantly.
fucking work
That's
our
why he
way
has
up.
no friends, because nobody around his age is like, yeah, you've taken my job, you asshole. I had to go to Starfleet Academy for 4 goddamn years, and you get to just fly the starship.
Wesley, guess what? You're on point.
Yeah.
All the time.
No, you don't get a laser. You didn't go to Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, that's right. You go at the front. You look out for trouble.
Now he's doing shows for Xbox for a year subscription to Xbox Live.
Wait, he's part of the Geek and Sundry, and it's like the best YouTube channel for nerds ever. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It
Will
is
Wheaton is a
pretty- I
fucking
do
god.
like it,
I
yeah.
love Will Wheaton. I just hate.
Oh no,
Wesley
we
Crusher.
separate. We separate the character from the
I
man
can separate
on this
the
show.
the man from the character because the character is fucking the bane of my existence. But Will Wheaton
And
is
probably
my-
the bane of his.
Yeah, and Will Wheaton is my fucking hero. So it doesn't really matter who he is. He's a kid who got to be on Star Trek. Who cares if he fucks it up?
Dude, he had to go
He's the
surfing and
luckiest-
drink with friends, man.
Yeah, he's the
I
luckiest
totally
asshole
agree with his
ever.
decision to leave.
It's not Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
He does say he regrets it too.
God, they look so sleazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's regretful.
I'm surprised they don't have a symbol very similar to the Star of David somewhere on them.
I was just trying to tell a joke here.
Clothes.
It's weird because, like, apparently you would put on your resume back then, like, I can put a bunch of makeup on and still act, like, pretend, like, I can act so hard that it comes through all this bullshit makeup on my face. Because, like, you see the same actors, the character actors, doing it all the time.
Well, most actors are caught up about trying to portray other humans, other human people.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are into playing complete made-up characters.
Well, like that Garrick guy. The guy that plays Garrick, nobody knows what he looks like as a human because he never plays anything that doesn't require a lot of prosthetics on his face.
Well, whenever you spot a Star Trek actor, it's just the eyes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's that guy.
Mm.
And the voice.
It's weird to see
How would
them
you not
act.
remember a fucking battle you were in.
Yeah. So wait, Picard's just fucking with them. Like,
No, he's
oh.
having these headache things. And
Oh,
so he can't
okay.
remember right now.
Alright.
But, like, obviously this should have been, like, the fucking... You don't remember a fucking battle you were in? Are you serious? Like,
Yeah, that makes it seem like
how many battles were you in daily that, like...
he's constantly getting into fights with alien people. Like, I guess it is if the Enterprise is an average ship, then I guess every ship is going through this constantly.
Like, it's not asking you which Charlie you killed. It's the fucking battle.
Which Charlie? Do you remember this one? He shows him a picture.
Did you kill this one? Fuck, it was a battle, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this has got to be suspicious.
Oh yeah.
I hate the
No
sound
price.
of voices.
So yeah, they're bringing in the
originally,
whole.
before they're actually speaking like people.
What the fuck? Yeah, sure you are, Captain. Let's throw this scanner over you for 1 second. Let's just ignore this fucking thing. Especially consider it's happening when you're 2 feet from a weird hostile alien race.
Was it the ship he was on or something?
Yeah, yeah,
It's his old ship.
Yeah, so he doesn't remember a ship he had to
Well, he's
abandon.
had his
Yeah,
problems.
that's exactly right. Like,
But
it's
still,
kinda fucking
like
significant.
Riker and Dana Troy should know about this because they're like, oh yeah, fucking he lost. Like one of the ships he was on was lost forever. And Riker has the same story. Is that like a
Oh
prerequisite
yeah, that's right.
for being an officer on this ship? Is you had to have
Yeah,
been on a
just-
ship that was lost forever? Like, just
You-
disappeared
you
one day?
Starfleet ship, they're like, no, it's still out there.
yeah, technically, it's lost. Like,
I don't get that.
You go get it. I'm not going anymore. I'm
They,
done.
they just left it
I got
somewhere?
promoted now.
No, in
No,
the
they
middle of the
abandoned
battle, they had to
ship.
abandon it, and they figured the warp core was going to explode, but it just didn't.
Or like it did and it blew the ship away. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The
Instead
ship
of
blew away, but instead of, yeah.
Yeah, because somebody managed to inject the warp core or
'Cause that's
whatever.
what happened with Riker's ship. It
Well,
fucking
Riker's ship
exploded,
was-
cloaked and fucking
Yeah.
just drifted.
Uh-huh.
And nobody thinks there's anything suspicious about this.
Well, with Riker's ship,
A Ferengi giving away a
Yeah.
billion dollar starship.
that somebody could re-engineer. It's
Well,
only like a
also
30-year-old.
hopelessly out of date at this
Yeah,
point.
but it's like 100 years old. You could like
It doesn't
get
matter. It's just spaceship. It's got to be worth a
exactly, and you could like re-engineer that or reverse engineer that shit and like find out how the Federation ships were built 100 years ago.
Yeah, I guess civilian applications is totally like
Commercial,
30-year-old
like-
fucking military shit is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it can go warp fucking 7, warp 8.
Like look at GPS, man. We
Yeah.
weren't allowed good GPS until fucking the year 2000.
But I mean, like the average transport ship
Uh-huh.
in like DS9.
He's smelling something there. That's seizure stuff, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
burnt toast, man. Don't have a seizure.
Not everybody had heritage minutes, Harrison.
Yeah.
That was a Canadian thing.
Didn't we just listen to like a big thing about heritage minutes on the radio?
About what?
They were talking about the heritage minutes on the radio, like this guy who like either helped write or produce, or he was like the photographer, the director of photography.
Oh, how they almost lost some, or they lost some?
Well, no, just how like it was just like kind of a shit show of production because it was
Oh,
like
well, yeah. There's
all
only, like, a
government
few of them.
money and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was like had to be all Canadians, so it was like really just a clusterfuck of
Well,
production.
that's kind of the point.
Yeah. But I mean, they put so many
Yeah, but
because it
plus-
was all tax
Yeah,
money.
but cluster fucking the production is like the most Canadian thing you
Yeah,
can fucking
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Especially with government money.
Very true.
Everybody got lots of free shit that day.
Mm.
Are you losing it there, Cap, or what?
That's another thing that Starfleet has not mastered. The whole being able to take a captain out of command. Like, I understand.
Like at this point, he should have already.
Yeah, somebody should have been just like, hey, no, you're...
Bedtime,
Riker's,
buddy.
yeah, Riker's going to take over for a while. You're taking a few days off. And even when Crusher decides to do it, it's such a big deal and so hard for her to
Crusher?
do it. The Doctor.
Oh,
Because the Doctor's the only one that can relieve the captain of command. But that's basically the Doctor's primary function, is to be there in case the captain goes crazy and be like, yeah. And it's hard for her to do it, and you'd think there'd be an easier way at this point. An easier network of hierarchy to be like, okay, no. Like a triumvirate of commanders instead of one captain. One person who takes over during combat, so they listen to him during combat, and another
Like,
person...
it should just be a series of words Beverly says, and then
Yeah.
these things have to happen.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
When you're the captain, you just gotta be like, oh, okay. And if you don't, then it's like, pull your guns out,
Yeah.
everybody. Like,
Exactly, yeah. And, like, the easiest thing in the world, the buddy system. You're a billion fucking quadrillion miles away from Earth.
Yeah.
How about you don't go anywhere alone? You don't go for midnight
Yeah.
strolls down the corridors fucking by yourself so
Yes.
some mystical fucking space cloud can come and take your body over.
yes, exactly.
You always got a buddy.
well,
You're not
also-
alone on the
yeah, but
ISS.
also-
Like,
it also
those
happens-
assholes.
yeah,
What?
It also happens to you in groups. Where, like, that episode where the spirits just take over everybody, like,
Yeah,
groups,
yeah, yeah.
where it's like 5 of them all at once.
Mm. But then you eliminate all the problems that come up when somebody's alone if
Yeah.
you have a buddy system. Because that one guy behind you goes, "Oh shit, a cloud just went into your ears."
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
somebody,
like-
I need help.
For some reason, it's like you can see them, but it's like the show people can't.
yeah, yeah. Maybe it's the benefit of the audience.
Clear surprises.
I'm a big fan of Worf. He'll rip your fucking head off.
I was sorry to see her go. I liked her.
Yeah, she wanted to try to have a legitimate acting career.
Has she been in anything?
Nope.
First
Well,
thing she was in.
Ouch. But like.
Yeah, but the first thing she did after Star Trek was Trekkies, a Star Trek documentary.
Oh, jeez.
No, she wasn't something, and it flopped.
Well,
And
yeah.
It was like done.
First thing of note. I mean,
This is like
it's
that
Trekkies.
red-headed guy that
What?
used to be in that show that he was a big hit in. Decided to go.
Oh,
on his own.
fucking Caruso.
Yeah, David Crusoe.
David Crusoe. He was in.
yeah.
And he was in the first season NYPD Blue. It was such a big success with
Was
him
more
and
than one,
Sipowicz.
though.
Yeah, but he like
No, first season. That was it.
he's
was
like
like-
quoted about being cocky about his.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, and then he was like, he either said
He was
yeah,
just trying to have
Yeah.
a career.
She wasn't cocky about it. She just wanted it. Yeah.
yeah.
and there have been some pretty good novels and comics about like alternate histories where Yar didn't die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because also, it's like the Star Trek curse, right? Prepare to live this the rest of your fucking life.
yeah, like these. Well, right. But the captains usually fare well, but like the Doctor here, her career ended the second she signed the contract to be a Star Trek actor. Geordie LaForge, like
Well,
you
they've
know,
been in things, but you know.
yeah, and like what's LeVar Burton had
LeVar Burton.
already had the contract with Reading Rainbow,
Yeah.
so that kind of saved him because
Well, he-
people know his
well,
name.
He was doing a lot of work.
Oh, bad news, Captain.
Because like somebody who's not a Star Trek fan knows who Patrick Stewart is. They
Okay,
know
so, like,
who
how
LeVar
does this
Burton
thing
is.
sit on the table if it's fucking round?
I never noticed that before. It doesn't have legs.
Well, because you can see the one in the trunk, it's just a ball. And then the one the other guy has is just sitting on the desk.
It reminds me of that gambling machine from DS9.
Yeah, that's like, they just like, use the smaller prop. Oh,
Or
they
just
maybe
put like a
use the- they reuse
skin
the big
over
ones
it.
and fucking,
Exactly, they put like a skin over it.
That was a good episode, actually. It's a typical fucking careful what you wish for thing.
Yeah.
Story. You're
Did
write
you
those
know-
stories till the cows come home.
Did you know that guy's whatever Guinan is? Remember the race?
Yeah.
What's her? The Adadol?
No. Illyrian, something like that.
Illyrian, sure. We'll say that.
That's her race.
She's
Yeah.
in a race. Yeah, she's not human.
The one
Whoopi
that,
Goldberg.
same one that Malcolm McDowell played.
Yeah, Malcolm McDowell and the guy from the DS9 episode with those gambling balls.
Yeah.
He's not a human, apparently. I saw that in a fucking YouTube video the other day.
They just look like it. They aren't.
They actually mention in the episode how he's not. He's one of those races,
Yeah.
one of those people. And I never put it together because I can never remember what the fuck Guinan is supposed to be. I just think she's an immortal witch.
How can they have not figured out that this has got something to do with the Ferengi? I don't get that.
Like,
There's
she's
no
a,
coincidence.
She's a fucking
Yeah,
empath.
well, yeah,
Like, they're like
they don't
maximally
realize-
defended against this.
They don't realize they're in a television show though, so coincidences do exist.
Oh, I felt like shit for days. I wonder if I should go get checked out.
We've got
And
a
again-
habit that we've done away with for the last 400 years, but that's fine.
Another great way to solve problems is barracks. Like everybody has like a sleeping buddy. You share a berth with. He sleeps for 8 hours, and then you go on duty, and then he comes in and sleeps for 8 hours. So like, there's never any. There's somebody around. You can't like start some weird experiment in your bedroom and nobody ever sees it because you share it with somebody when you're on duty. They're sleeping in your bed. So if you start a still, like, somebody's gonna know.
It's all about union, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many stills do you think Scotty had on the Enterprise? Just in every like Jeffrey's tube, just like cooking up some like warp
Just
scotch.
bangs on a panel and
Yeah,
opens.
opens up.
You gotta keep a glass with you all the time.
Yeah. Why do you always have that empty
His
tumbler
dog
with
tag
you?
is stamped into a shot glass.
Yeah.
Data's room is just massive. Just a robot.
The only way you get this from me, laddie, is when I'm dead.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's what they should make the dog tags the Navy. Just as a joke. It's perfect.
Shot glasses?
Yeah, man. Just like 1 ounce. Use it for whatever you need. water's dripping from somewhere, you can just fucking...
We got those like collapsible cups too.
Yeah, well, you don't want a cup, you just turn... If you want to have them on you all the time.
That's what I mean though. You have a collapsible cup so you can put it in your back pocket. You got like a tumbler.
Yeah, but it's like separate from you.
Well, you can like collapse it into a ring and put it around your neck if you want.
Yeah, if you want to have something that big around you.
Yeah, medallion. It's like a fucking.
Medallion.
It's a. What do you call it? A Olympic medal. It's about that big. It can be a collapsible thingy.
That'd be for like the British service so they can have cocktails.
Well, I got some cake. Got cake somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I hope the dogs didn't get into that. Where'd I put it? Did I put that in the fridge?
Why would you put it in the fridge? I mean, it's
Exactly.
okay.
I wouldn't have put that in the fridge. With the rest of my ham and all that stuff. God damn it. I'm gonna have a bad surprise when I go out there.
Yeah.
Try to relax, man.
That's a very large dog.
You're just hearing voices. Oh, the fat one? Yeah, she's in the back room. The house is split up.
Yeah, but I might have just dropped the food at the door, took off my boots, and came in here and started setting up.
I don't think so, because they would have found it by the time it came here.
I don't remember putting it in the fridge. I'm scared for my cake now.
Fuck yeah, problem. Huge problem. Oh, it looks like your precious Picard is a war criminal after all. With our planted evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, so both ships were presumed lost.
Mm.
But the Ferengi ship actually did blow up.
Oh yeah, they killed the Ferengi, but
Yeah.
they thought it cost them their own ship in the process.
Picard jumped,
I'm all ears. That's good.
Picard jumped the whole gun on the whole abandoned ship order. Fucking
Well,
pussy.
no, it was the right call. There was a huge explosion, dude.
Yeah, but the ship survived. The crew would have survived too.
Well, maybe not necessarily. They could have been smeared into the fucking floor.
Oh yeah, but then I'm assuming if the explosion was that big, then the goddamn escape pods would have.
Let's say your inertial dampers go off, and there's a huge explosion outside, and everyone.
So every escape pod,
the wall.
every escape pod has their own inertial dampeners.
They must.
Okay, so the ship's inertial dampeners go down. So if anything happens, they're fucked. So get into the escape pods. Why eject though?
Well, what if that's the last call? You don't.
Yeah, but I'd rather be in an escape pod in the ship when a warp core blows up
Well,
outside the ship than.
I'm not going to be on your ship for that kind of rule. I'm going to be on my ship where we
No,
don't the fuck shit. And I
Floating outside with only
think,
you in the
guys
escape
are gonna
pod.
follow me and
So you
not
think
follow
you'd be
you.
better off
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
ship?
No. Exactly. I think you'd be better off in the ship in the escape pod because you blow. Okay, my order is eject the warp core. Now everybody you get in the escape pods and get out of the ship with the warp core before it blows up. Let the thing blow up, then abandon the ship.
Yeah, but the explosion's so big.
Yeah, so I'd rather be inside the ship than inside just an escape pod.
Yeah, but you could be gone.
Yeah, the
Escape pods don't
That's
go
how
to
it
warp.
works.
How do you
Escape,
know?
because escape pods don't have warp core.
Well, they just go like
Oh.
as fast
Are you
as
gone
possible.
before the explosion?
Well, yeah, I guess you. But you're okay. So
So
the
we're
warp
just-
core goes in one direction, and all the escape pods go in the other
Yeah,
direction.
there you go.
And when it does blow, it just speeds you up. It boosts.
Like that would be literally someone's job is to program the best route for everyone to fuck off in at the time, all the time.
Yeah.
Your
Well,
best
that'd be
option
probably
would be to
each
board
individual
shore when that
escape
happens,
pod.
Then you can take off like in a nice ship.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna take that way.
But I'm saying in this particular instance, I would have been fucking right because the ship survived. So you get into the escape.
You take.
You get into the escape pod and you sit there.
Lost.
What do you call it? What do you call it? Like there's got to be like a safe room in the ship, like a black box. You strap yourself to that black box
Explosion.
and you blow up. Escape pods really don't make any sense. You should be getting into the most secure spot in the ship.
Or escape
Yeah.
pod.
That's like people dying on oil rigs. That should almost never happen.
No, it's like the thing they have in the space shuttle. If the space shuttle blows up, there's the capsule or whatever
What?
you call it. Yeah, the capsule, like when, what do you call it? We were talking about this the other day. When the Columbia went down, the fucking... They survived the explosion and the trip all the way until they hit the ocean. Because the...
Oh, yes.
The capsule is, and a life pod, is essentially the most secure thing. If anything blows up, it's not going to break the...
And if they had a
crew pod.
parachute attached to it, they probably would have lived.
If the
then when
parachutes
they hit, they
hadn't been
became like
stored
jelly?
outside of the thing. Because they got the whole outside of it got
Burnt
blown
off,
up,
like
burnt off
burnt
kind of
off?
thing. Yeah, and the thing on the outside, the thing on the most outside that they needed was the jettisons.
And there
for
was parachutes on it?
yes, but they
I didn't think they had anything
it
like
just
that.
the way that it was such a cataclysmic
Yeah.
explosion.
Well, because
Now-
you could abandon the launch if you wanted to. So they
Yeah.
got wrong, you could eject.
The
but
way-
you have
what-
to, and it, like your procedure has to go off right for you to have a fucking
So a
chance
the
of living.
the
Yeah.
parachutes come out and they float down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you kind of have to plan the abortion. You can't like.
But what they
in
do
an explosion,
now,
it's like, well,
Yeah.
you do the thing
Yeah.
because
Good
that's
luck.
how they figured
Yeah.
out that they survived
Because
they've
of
done the
Columbia.
procedure.
They had
Yeah.
oxygen masks
Yeah,
on. They had
yeah, yeah.
equipment ready to go. Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
that.
Because
They've
they
done the
had-
abort procedure.
Yeah.
because
But
they
it wasn't a
because of that accident too. Now that they store the emergency parachutes for that capsule inside it, yeah. So then the thing explodes. The whole outside of it's so fucked up. So then you blow from inside
Yeah.
all the shit out of the way, and then the
Once you're
parachutes
away
go out.
from the explosion part.
Hopefully, you're fucking far enough away. That was the other thing, is there was so much burning on the thing already when it hit the ground that they probably anything that came out of that thing, if those things survived anyway, they would have been all burnt and chewed up and shit anyway.
disaster.
They actually were too low, I think they said. Had they been like a lot higher, then by the time they get to they travel through and all that shit blows off and there's nothing left to burn or hit the parachutes, and then the parachutes would have went off. But we watched a whole documentary on it. It was sad.
Yeah, he's not having any problems at all.
God, it's got to be hard to type on those keyboards with they're burning.
Be a little difficult, I would think.
They're made out of glass too, so they're getting like super hot every time you hit a button. Ow, 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 ow.
I'm typing on broken glass.
all my fingerprints are gone now. Like, your fingers just glue right to the fucking console. Like,
This is the worst. The worst it could possibly be.
Classic fiery fingers. What do you guys think about Sex in Space, the new porn that's coming out?
Oh yeah.
I already like
That's
it.
what they're doing. There's enough money.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
It's a fake.
Referencing other Star Trek in Star Trek during Star Trek.
Another series.
What?
It's like they're like
Cigarette?
whoever tampered with it was clever but a bit clumsy. You're like, well, that sounds exactly like who the fuck is sitting off our port bow. I think I found her, guys.
These yours, Jay?
Yeah, probably.
I don't.
It's all
Oh
good.
yeah, I don't think.
And nothing suspicious about this either.
Under protest.
Yeah.
Like
wants-
she what?
She wanted to talk to him about something. He told him, "Well, get the fuck out."
She's the only one that the captain can't tell the fuck off.
Well, he just did.
That's the whole point of fucking the doctor.
So that's why it should be like she just has to say a series
Yeah.
of words and
Yeah.
then things have to happen.
And
Yes.
Now he's pissing off Riker.
Yeah. Yes, you risk mutiny, but people don't usually mutiny without a fucking reason.
Yeah.
We were watching fucking one of the original series episodes last night, the Enterprise incident, and we were talking about how it's the shittiest season with the shittiest episodes, and this is one of the best. And at one point, the Captain Kirk tells fucking Bones to fuck off. He actually orders him out of the room. And you're like, that's like never happened before. The Doctor's always right there because that's his job.
Which episode?
When it's like this weird episode where he goes and steals a cloak from the Romulans, and he like goes across the neutral zone, but he breaks like the Prime Directive. But apparently he was on some secret mission from
Yeah, it was a
Starfleet
secret
Academy.
mission that
Yeah,
he just got orders to do like immediately.
it's the shittiest written episode ever.
Basically, some like Starfleet intelligence is probably like, there's an opportunity to steal a cloaking device. Do it.
Yeah, the
This could change
Romulans
the
were
war.
trading ships to the Klingons for cloaking devices because the Romulans couldn't make better ships than the Klingons apparently, and the Federation found out about it and they took the opportunity to steal one of the cloaking devices. But if Kirk got caught, they had to be able to be like, oh, he went crazy, so
Yeah.
he had to like pretend, he had to like
He
be
had
a
no
dick.
orders.
He had to be like a dick for the first like 20 minutes and like call Bones an asshole and Spock an idiot and pretend to be crazy, and it was just so obviously a fucking ruse.
Oh yeah, Wesley fucking cracks the case.
Yeah.
So is there anybody that has no pips? Couldn't they just give him a shirt with no pips?
Give who?
Be a
Wesley.
crewman.
Oh.
No,
What's
but
that?
you still have to go to fucking some kind of schooling to get the crewmanship shirt. It's not like they just grab an asshole off the street and throw him onto the Enterprise
You
and
think
say
the
you're a
guys who
crewman.
just load the fucking crates?
Yeah.
The guys in the cargo
Yeah,
room?
they go like a 6-month orientation on how like to use fucking emergency procedures and like fighting fires on the ship. They're like damage control people and shit.
You think they're not just guys in suits?
No, like everybody,
Real life,
you're
these
you're
guys-
traveling in space. You got to go through like a fucking year course to get on to be crewmen. Like, so they're not just gonna give those uniforms. Like, there's probably a union involved saying like, no, this kid, he's an acting ensign. Like, he's a nobody. Like,
He takes the boxes and he puts them on the shelves.
he's still got to know how to work a fucking escape pod.
Yeah, but no, because there's a bunch
Yeah,
of
but
civvies
no,
on the
but-
ship anyways.
What's that?
There's a bunch of civvies on the ship anyways. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, but I'm sure they even have to, like, the barber probably goes through, like, an orientation. He's like, yeah, you're the barber on a spaceship. You're not just a fucking barber.
Yeah, like a cruise liner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cruise liner probably has to go, the cruise liner barber probably
Oh,
has to
she's
go
not
through some
happy
shit.
about that, eh?
Wolf's like, I'm thinking about some cornrows.
Yeah, you're right. That thing should be rolling around.
No, it's got a base. See?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. No, I think that was a weird cup holder you just put it in.
An egg thing there?
Yeah.
All those things?
It's like a cup holder for a bowl of soup.
My mind egg.
My mind egg.
Oh, now this is making sense.
Yeah, his son was the captain of the ship that blew up.
Yeah, it was just a raider, you know. Just like the Klingons, where they give their fucking 18-year-olds a bird of prey.
Yeah,
They're like, go
just go
fucking
fuck shit
ruin
up.
shit. Like, go ruin someone's day.
Americans do the same thing. Jet,
Yeah.
tank, 19-year-old kid.
We will hook you up.
And then the fighting stops and they send it back here and they can't get a job out of the cabin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Quark, he has to open up his own business.
Yeah.
He spends like 10 years on a fucking ship and he gets out and he's like,
A
no,
bartender.
no jobs for you. And he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll start opening my own bar. Fuck.
Just selling booze and
Yeah, like. Yeah, I doubt the Ferengi have any social services.
Yeah, not like that.
I hate Quark. Just want to slap that bitch.
Quark is hilarious. Don't you talk bad about Quark.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I have harsh feelings.
He is
one
a
second.
dick, though. You got me right. You got me there. He's a dick.
You know what they are? They're almost like a weird twist on the Hobbits. It's like they just kind of everybody just deals with them.
Yeah.
Nobody's wiped these people out. Like they're just like you don't want to get involved. Leave them be.
It's not.
Yes, they're horrible, misogynistic, fucking whatever.
Yeah, but like
ultra capitalists.
The Hobbits are almost the exact opposite because they're like the Hobbits are like the weed dealers of the Middle Earth.
Yeah, but I mean,
Everybody's friends with the guy. Again, nobody
ends up
hates
with
the
the
Hobbits.
same result, right? Like
Yeah.
fucking everybody just leaves them the fuck alone because it's not worth dealing with.
Yeah.
Nobody really wants to kill these guys.
Yeah. It's not that they're not worth dealing with. It's they want to be able to get their pot. Yeah. That's why nobody invades the Shire because they're like, oh, that's where they grow all the sweet weed and shit. That's where we buy all that crap. Why would we invade there? They know what they're doing. They know how to grow that crap. Let them grow. We'll buy
You
it.
want to ruin that shit?
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna hate you.
Exactly. Just like everybody hates the cops when they go and they rip out a field, fucking burn all the weed down. What are you doing? We're all trying to figure out what the fuck's happening.
Yo, what's with his mind egg?
No, he's about to call it here.
It was something like he was looking for his revenge,
Yeah.
and he was trying to like find it, and there it was.
A
It was this
forbidden
little-
a thought maker.
Ah.
Your
No,
name's
he's
better.
bought.
Your name's better. Mind egg. It's not a thought maker. It's a mind egg. You stupid Frankie.
Yeah, well, I guess that would happen in space all the time. You would just come up with your own name for shit,
Yeah.
and then you would talk to someone else.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you call it that?
Yeah.
Is the demon? Is that the captain?
Yeah,
Damon
exactly.
Is, the Ferengi version of Captain. I don't understand why the universal translator works in every other capacity except for what they call
Well,
Captain.
it's a title, too. Like, it's completely made
Gull?
up.
A Gull Ducat? It's Captain Ducat. He's a
Yeah,
captain.
but what if their structure's organized different? You know what I mean? And the names go differently, too.
So he's gonna attack the Enterprise now.
Yeah. He's fucking...
Yeah, but different military organizations have different
See,
ranking
Harrison,
systems.
this is exactly what happened to the fucking Horatio episode. The captain went fucking butt nuts.
Yeah, it's a standard Navy fucking
Yeah.
trope.
Oh shit, the captain's gone insane.
Yeah.
Although it's science fiction, so I guess they threw in a mind egg.
And so, like, the ship is listening to his commands. This Ferengi set this whole thing up so he could do
Hey,
this all
maybe
by
they didn't
himself.
have Siri back then, and they did.
Are
Yeah,
they
see,
hearing
like,
all
they're
this?
fucking. What's that?
Yeah,
hearing all
they
this?
can hear. I think. Oh
no,
wait,
no, they're just seeing him, Luke, go
Yeah.
like order.
So wait,
giving an
she's-
order.
she's
They're hearing
detecting-
half the conversation.
Yeah, his half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's detecting his emotions from a whole ship away.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like, she couldn't figure it out before.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You have an empath for that exact reason to judge the fucking caliber of your
Yeah.
captain.
Like that's the
3,000
whole
lives at
the whole
stake.
reason you have a counselor on a ship now is so you can gauge the emotional reaction of the crew.
And imagine going to a counselor and they just like look at you and they're like, "Oh, yeah, here's your problems."
Yeah.
I just read you like a book.
Yeah. I know exactly what's bothering you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh,
this
maybe
is...
that explains why Beta Z doesn't have a fucking military. They fucking can't. They're not allowed.
Yeah.
Because they can read people like a fucking book.
No,
All the other
Z-
races are like Beta Z, they're peaceful, they're alright, but they're not allowed to fucking arm.
the Beta Z are...
Aside from like some patrol ships.
The Beta Z are human. It's a human colony that landed on a planet, and the radiation on that planet over a few generations gave them...
Yeah, but still,
telepathy.
they still exist as a people with
Yes,
special abilities.
but I mean,
so,
it's
like-
not like they were a complete race that had their whole... They're not like the Andorians, who like grew up with 6 billion people on that planet
Yeah,
and have
but
like
they still
a
have,
space
they're still a separate
agency.
planet, and they obviously have their own rights.
No, there's like there are probably a few million Beta Zeds, like 100 million Beta Zeds after a few generations. It's not like the population of Earth at this point has got to be in the 15, 20 billion people, and like the population of Andoria has got to be like 20 billion, 50 billion fucking Andorians. Beta Z has a few million people because the planet has only had civilization on it for 500, 600 years.
I'd like to be on a planet like a beach where everyone just fucks.
That's
Ryza.
Ryza.
Yeah, there's Star Trek has that.
What is
Yeah, I
that?
know it does.
Ryza.
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 It's like a vacation planet. That's where
Yeah.
everybody just goes for shore leave, because why wouldn't you just go to the best place?
And like
Yeah.
the people who live on that
You
planet,
can skydive, you
like-
can hunt, you can do anything you fucking want on
Yeah.
Ryza. Like,
the people who live on the planet have this weird thing of like their lives aren't fulfilled unless they're pleasing other people.
yes, exactly. Like, it's
So
part of
like
their culture.
they get off on you getting off.
Oh, that's handy.
And
Yeah.
they, don't have to, like, they don't have to worry about having a military or
Yeah.
anything else. Everybody just loves these people.
So like they just see anybody and they're like, I don't care what they look like or what gets me off, as long as they're having a good time, I'm having a good time. So like they're the best mate ever. Like they just like you can just do anything they want. And they're like, oh fuck, you like that? Sure,
Yeah.
let's do it. You like that? Yeah,
You touch your Flingeldorp this way?
yeah. Awesome.
Cha-chow!
Yeah, maybe standing back a little
I hope I never die.
Yeah, that could be completely clueless all the way to the end.
You know what? I like gold. Give me some gold. That gets me off. You know my Flibbledorp there? Check that out. It works.
Of course I'm alright. Now where the fuck am I?
Close.
Jamaican hot box. Cha-cha-cha-cha-chow.
No, I'm not your bach. Your brain.
Yeah, that would totally be against the rule, eh? Personal vendettas.
As
Yeah.
long as you
That's
make
the
some
cost
on
of
it.
money. Yeah.
If you profit on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was
exactly.
He's planned this out for the last like
That's
20
a rule of
years.
9 years, he said.
9 years he planned this out and he couldn't figure out a way to make a buck off of it.
Yeah, that's bad. The least he could have done was charge them something for the ship. They would have
Yeah.
paid it. To get the ship back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just don't make it ridiculous.
No.
Yeah, maybe that's why the commanding officer relieved him of command. He's like, all he had to do was ask for a fee.
Yeah.
You guys were even, you guys even said it. What
Yeah,
do you
wait.
want for it? And,
Yeah.
he refused.
And the two guys behind you were going, wait, hang on, what? You're not paying for
Yeah.
this? You're not making them pay
Oh, you know
for
what'd be funny? They'd be like, did your captain go crazy too?
I think something went weird here. Like,
It's not the full episode.
No, it's done.
yeah, it's over.
It
It
went
goes
to
up for the
credits.
credits.
What the fuck?
Well, thank you everyone for joining on our Valentine's Day podcast.
was my
Again,
pleasure.
yeah.
That was awesome.
So, like, what happens when we have half the viewership on the show?
Because they're
We definitely go down in views when half the people are on the podcast. But thanks very much, everybody, and you guys have a good one.
Rock and roll.